So, Alex, let's rewind the clock for a second. NVIDIA started out all the way back in the early 90s making GPUs, and now here they are, leading the charge in AI infrastructure. Talk about a glow-up, huh?
Seriously, Zach, it's wild. But the real turning point, I think, was in 2006 with CUDA. They basically flipped the script on parallel computing and, let's be honest, set the stage for everything AI-related today.
Absolutely. It was like handing developers the keys to a Ferrari after they'd been driving a minivan. I mean, CUDA gave GPUs this whole new identity, no longer just for gaming graphics, but as powerhouses for AI and scientific computing.
Right, and that wasn't even their final form. Fast forward to 2019, they acquire Mellanox, and bam, they're unifying networking and computation. That's what made massive AI workloads not just possible, but efficient.
Yeah, and the whole data center becomes one giant cohesive compute unit. But here's the thing, they aren't stopping there. Jensen Huang's vision goes way beyond just building faster chips or networks.
Exactly. He frames AI as this foundational infrastructure, like on the same level as electricity or the internet. It's not just a technology anymore, it's the backbone of how entire industries are going to operate.
He even calls these new data centers AI factories. And you know what? That metaphor works. Instead of cranking out cars or widgets, these factories are producing digital goods, tokens, as he puts it.
Which is such a fascinating concept. Like, these tokens represent everything from language models to hyper-realistic visuals. It's production for the digital age at a scale I think most people can barely wrap their heads around.
And all of this is only possible because NVIDIA moved beyond just being a chip company. They transformed into what Jensen calls an AI infrastructure company. That shift, it's huge.
Right. It's not just about the hardware anymore. It's about creating ecosystems, merging software, hardware, and networking to build a foundation for AI to thrive. Honestly, it feels like we're living in the future.
And the crazy part, they're just getting started. The next big leap, their new Grace Blackwell platform. This thing's got numbers that will make any tech nerd sit up and take notice. So, Alex, building on everything we just said, let's dive into Grace Blackwell. The name sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, but this platform, it's a game changer, redefining computation entirely.
Totally. I mean, 1.5 times the inference performance, 40 petaflops per node. That's Sierra supercomputer level power from 2018, all in one system. It's like we hit hyperspeed on technological evolution.
And how about the networking? MVLink with 130 terabytes per second bandwidth. That's more traffic than the entire internet at its peak. Let that sink in for a second.
It's unreal. Think about this. 130 terabytes per second essentially eliminates bottlenecks, making these nodes talk to each other like they're best friends finishing each other's sentences.
Exactly. And the liquid-cooled, power-dense systems they're using, it's kind of like they've traded in the idea of traditional data centers for these futuristic AI factories that run absurdly efficient at trillion-token scales.
Right. But it's more than just efficiency. This is a complete shift. It's moving away from squeezing every drop out of Moore's law and going toward vertically integrated AI systems. They're not just building faster hardware, they're designing systems from the ground up to supercharge AI.
And honestly, when you hear Jensen talking about this, it's like he's already living 10 years ahead of the rest of us. The AI factory model, the tokens, the sheer thought behind scaling something like this, it's not just cutting edge, it's visionary.
Visionary, yes, but also strategic. They're not leaving anything up to chance. They've crafted the entire ecosystem. Hardware, software, networking, it's all interconnected. It's like they're throwing down the gauntlet and saying, "This is the future, let's build it right now."
All right, Alex, we've talked about how Grace Blackwell is revolutionizing computation with its extraordinary speed, networking, and integration. But here's a thought. How do we take something this groundbreaking and make it accessible to more industries?
Oh, let me guess. NVIDIA's NVLink Fusion?
Bingo. And it's not just about customization, it's about creating this open infrastructure where companies can integrate their own CPUs or ASICs with NVIDIA's hardware. Think Fujitsu, Qualcomm, MediaTek. They're all in on this.
That's huge. Basically, they're saying, hey, you want NVIDIA's performance but need it tailored to your ecosystem? No problem, let's make it work. It's collaboration at a whole new scale.
And let's be real, this is where things get fun. Enterprises aren't locked into one blueprint. They can pick and choose what fits their needs, whether they're optimizing for telecom, autonomous vehicles, or something we haven't even thought of yet.
Exactly. Plus, flexibility isn't a term you usually associate with high-performance AI infrastructure. But here, NVIDIA's turning that idea on its head. This is modular, scalable power that meets you where you are.
And with MVLink Fusion, they've basically created a networking fabric so fast and so seamless, it's like no piece of hardware ever skips a beat. Every component communicates like a well-rehearsed orchestra.
Right, and that bandwidth, 7.2 terabytes per second per switch, that's madness. We're literally talking about internet-level traffic between GPUs within a single system.
It's mind-blowing, but honestly, it just proves that NVIDIA isn't playing catch-up with the industry. They're building the roadmap for it.
And let's not forget, this isn't just for hyperscalers. Medium-sized enterprises, researchers, even niche industries can now tap into serious AI power without building from scratch.
So, Alex, speaking of NVIDIA making high-performance AI more accessible, how about we dive into how they're taking it personally? I mean, the DGX Spark, DGX Station, those are real game changers, right?
Totally. It's like they've taken the Neiman Marcus of AI infrastructure and made it available at target prices. A personal AI supercomputer? Unreal.
And get this, 1 petaflop of performance in the size of a desktop. That's what the DGX Spark delivers. Plus, no need for a massive setup. Just plug it in, bam, you're in business.
Right. And the DGX Station? That one's next level. It's packing enough power to train trillion-parameter AI models. Trillion? Like, who even needs a data center at this point?
Exactly. And they've also got the RTX Pro enterprise systems for enterprises that still got to marry today's x86 workloads with tomorrow's AI applications. Talk about bridging two worlds seamlessly.
Yeah, and it's not just for the tech giants anymore. Companies of all sizes can use this stuff to deploy agentic AI, digital employees to handle customer service, marketing, even coding. AI is becoming the ultimate multitasker.
It's crazy how NVIDIA has made scaling AI not just possible but practical. From students to corporations, they're covering all bases.
And here's the thing, this isn't some niche play. Virtual desktops, Kubernetes, advanced AI agents, it all runs perfectly on these systems. It's like they're saying, whatever your workflow, we've got you.
And the best part, it's all built on that same visionary strategy we just talked about. Unified, scalable, and ready for the AI future. And speaking of that visionary strategy, Alex, did you hear how NVIDIA is setting the stage in Taiwan to lead the global AI movement? What's your take?
Oh, it's massive, Zach. Building Taiwan's first large-scale AI supercomputer? That's no small feat. Pair that with partnerships with giants like Foxconn, TSMC, and the government, and you've got a real game-changer in progress.
Totally. And let's not forget, Taiwan's been leading the charge in semiconductors and electronics for decades, bringing AI manufacturing and robotics into the fold. Honestly, it just makes sense.
Exactly. They're not just leveraging existing strengths, they're doubling down. Think about Delta, Pegatron, Foxconn, all deploying digital twins through NVIDIA's Omniverse platform. We're talking about factories running simulations that are so lifelike, it almost feels like science fiction coming to life.
Right? It's like giving these companies a crystal ball. They can optimize operations, troubleshoot before problems even arise, and let's be real, probably save some serious cash in the process.
Absolutely. And it's not just about saving time and money, it's about redefining how manufacturing works altogether. Omniverse gives them a sandbox to innovate without risk. You can tweak, refine, and implement all before a single physical component is built.
Yeah, and speaking of innovation, I can't get over how this whole AI supercomputer coalition puts Taiwan in such a unique position globally. I mean, this isn't just another infrastructure project. This is setting the stage for Taiwan to become the AI manufacturing capital of the world.
Totally. It's like they're planting a flag and saying, hey, if you want to build the future of AI, this is where it's happening. And honestly, the collaboration here, government, private sector, research, it's the kind of alignment a lot of countries only dream about.
And that's the thing. When you've got players like TSMC and Foxconn backing this, it's not just about pushing boundaries, it's about designing the blueprint for what's next. And I feel like it's only the beginning. And speaking of Taiwan leading the charge, it's not just about the infrastructure and AI factories, they're also laying the groundwork for what many are calling physical AI. Alex, what's your take on how this next frontier ties into everything we've been discussing?
Oh, you mean robots that actually know the difference between slipping on a banana peel and walking across sand? Yeah, I'm in.
Exactly. NVIDIA's Newton physics engine is like next level stuff. It simulates inertia, friction, spatial awareness, all the things robots need to navigate the real world without, face planting.
And they cook this up with DeepMind and Disney research, right? Talk about a power trio. I can almost see Wall-E and Buzz Lightyear clapping in the background.
Right, but here's the kicker. It's open source. NVIDIA rolled it into their Isaac Sim platform, so now anyone can train robots in this virtual playground that mirrors real-world physics.
Oh, and let's not overlook Group Dreams. It's like their data generation MVP. Human demonstrations used to be the bottleneck, but now this platform takes a single demo and explodes it into this massive bank of synthetic training data.
And that's where the magic happens. You feed it a task, say stacking boxes, and suddenly the system can generate endless variations of that task. It's like one demonstration becomes 1,000 robot training scenarios. Boom.
Totally. And what's wild is that it's not just copying what it was taught, it's generalizing, which, let's be real, is every AI enthusiast's dream. A robot can learn to handle, completely new situations based on what it's seen before.
Yep. Pair those learned skills with physical AI that understands real-world physics, and you've got robots that can adapt on the fly. And here's the thing. This kind of flexibility isn't just cool, it's critical for future industries.
Absolutely. Imagine robots trained entirely in simulation, then dropping into the real world, ready to work. No months of trial and error, just straight to business. It's efficiency on steroids.
And with Newton and Isaac Sim, NVIDIA's giving developers the tools to make that happen. Physical AI might sound like a sci-fi buzzword, but I'm telling you, it's already shaping up to be the backbone of robotics innovation.
No doubt. I mean, we're talking about a world where robots don't just exist, they thrive in environments we've designed for humans. Honestly, this feels like we're on the edge of something massive.
So, Alex, speaking of NVIDIA's groundbreaking tools, imagine this, $5 trillion dollars. That's how much global reindustrialization is going to pour into smarter, more efficient factories over the next 3 years. And at the heart of it, NVIDIA's Omniverse.
It's wild, Zach. Omniverse isn't just some flashy design tool. It's creating full-scale digital twins of factories. We're talking about virtual replicas that simulate everything. Physics, workflows, even supply chain dynamics.
Yeah, and companies like TSMC, Foxconn, Pegatron, they're diving headfirst into this tech. They're optimizing everything from robot choreography to logistics, all without ever hitting the factory floor. It's like having a crystal ball for efficiency.
Totally. And it's not just about making things faster. These digital twins let you test, refine, and perfect processes before anything physical is built. You can dodge mistakes that would normally cost you millions and months.
Right? It's like a space-age sandbox for innovation. You can simulate how thousands of robots work together, test warehouse layouts, even see how materials flow through assembly lines, all in real time and with real physics baked in.
And that's the kicker, Zach. This isn't just a fancy visualization. These simulations are so accurate, they account for things like friction, gravity, and even how materials behave under stress. It's basically giving factories a superpower.
Exactly. Take TSMC. While they're designing their next factories, they're already using Omniverse to simulate everything down to the tiniest detail. It's mind-blowing to think about how this tech is reshaping industrial planning.
And let's not forget, this isn't just for the big players. Small and medium-sized manufacturers can tap into this tech too. It's lowering the barrier to entry for cutting-edge innovation. Everyone gets a shot at running smarter operations.
Definitely. And honestly, the term digital twin doesn't even do it justice anymore. These are fully functional living environments. They don't just represent the physical world, they predict and improve it.
Which is why this push toward reindustrialization is so exciting. By the time these factories are built, they'll already be optimized to a level previous generations couldn't have even dreamed of.
And the craziest part? NVIDIA's just scratching the surface here. The possibilities with Omniverse and digital twins are practically limitless. Speaking of limitless possibilities, Alex, let's talk about NVIDIA's plan to set up their Constellation AI Hub in Taipei. I mean, this is next level stuff.
Totally. It's not just a hub, Zach. It's like they're building the nerve center for AI innovation right in Taiwan, and the timing couldn't be more perfect.
Right? Jensen Huang compared this move to the dawn of electricity and the internet, big systems that fundamentally changed how the world operates. It feels like we're living through history in the making.
Absolutely. And think about the symbolism here. Taiwan isn't just a player in AI's future, it's becoming the stage where the whole world will watch it happen.
It's a massive statement, but Alex, what really hits me is how NVIDIA frames AI as infrastructure. You're not just setting up data centers, they're calling these AI factories. It's like they're saying, this is where tomorrow gets built.
Exactly. And these AI factories aren't just about hardware, they're about entire ecosystems. Taiwan's got the brains, the partnerships, and let's face it, the guts to make this a global epicenter.
And with Taiwan's history in semiconductors and electronics, it's like they've been training for this moment all along. NVIDIA's just accelerating the leap into AI-driven industries now.
Totally. And here's the thing, this isn't just about NVIDIA. The ripple effects are going to hit research, startups, government projects, you name it. We're looking at whole new industries being born right here.
It's almost overwhelming to think about, honestly. This isn't just another big tech venture, it's a generational transformation. And Taiwan, they're not just in the game, they're rewriting the rules.
No doubt about it. It's the kind of bold move that makes you realize just how fast everything's changing. AI isn't the future anymore, it's the present, and NVIDIA's Constellation is lighting the way.
So I guess the big takeaway is this. We're witnessing the birth of something huge. And the best part, we're all going to see where it leads together.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Zach. And hey, that's all the time we've got for today. Thanks for joining us on this journey. It's been a wild ride.
Absolutely. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and let us know what you think. Until next time, take care and keep dreaming big.